Welcome to another episode of Ready to Roast My Rig. I got my iPad, I got some rigs all queued up and ready to go, and we are just gonna dive right into the roasting and maybe rating. Let's get to it, shall we? Oh, lots of flavor today. We have a couple of old amps in the back, Vox, Fender, Marshall, beat up thrift Marshall. This looks like the greatest thrift store of all time. We got the old couch on the left. We got an old Les Paul, that's 70s Les Paul, a beat Marshall half stack, some pedals, the Raya clone overdrive. This is good. This is real good. I like this rig a lot, honestly. This reminds me of something I would have seen as a kid, going to the sickest Goodwill on the planet, or the coolest Salvation Army ever. I'm gonna start this off strong. This gets 4.5 out of 5 beards. Woo! I'm speechless. Doom rig, dude. Jeez. Electrical Guitar Company guitar. Got the Varela Spaldo, orange all over the place, a tidy pedal board. You know what? I don't even care about the cables. I don't even care. Oh, that's such a sick guitar. Electrical Guitar Company stuff is really good. You have what is that? Fender Pro Reverb. And some fuzz down here. I see, oh, that's good. That's real good. And I like the Demeter ISO cab for recording. It's good. That's real good. Keeping it strong. I'm gonna give your rig 4 out of 5 beards. Okay, so if the day ever comes, I choose to go to therapy, this is how I hope my therapist's office looks like. Come on in, Mr. Bruce. And you walk in, you're like, oh, man, how is this going? And you see the Ernie Ball Music Man Valentine. You see the Jackson Juggernaut. You see the PRS, or the comparison, excuse me. The PRS, John Mayer, both of the Silver Skies. This looks like the greatest therapist office ever. And I don't know why it looks particularly like a therapist office, but it does to me. Maybe it's the little lights on the recording desk. This is pretty sick though. Man, strong episode. This is a sick setup. It's clean, it's punchy, there's color. All of the guitars are just amazing. And if you want to get loud, you have the Palmer 212 on the floor there. There's nothing to hate about this. I'm gonna give your rig 4.5 out of 5 beards. Haha. First, love the Dr. Seuss hat. Reminds me of Airheads when all the guys going in. Hey, if you feel like pissing yourself, just piss yourself. If you haven't seen the movie Airheads, please go do that right now. You have a PVPA thing, tall cube thing in the middle. You have a messy ass pedal board with a Fender V-twin preamp distortion. You have a Charvel jazz bass. I mean, this is pretty doomy, but this is like thrifty doomy, which I back. No hate at all. This is due on a budget, and I love it. And you also have the NBA Jam from Xbox. And the Harlem Globetrotters flag. You know what? Cool rig. Cool rig. I love the suitcase for the pedal board case. And the Turbo Rat. Oh, that's so good. I'm gonna go ahead and give this rig 3 out of 5 beards. Okay, so first of all, you were literally getting abducted by aliens when you took this photo because it's all green. You have what is basically the entry-level amp collection of the century. You have a crate, a Fender, and a Positive Grid Spark. So all your guitar tones sound like an AM radio. Your Ibanez doesn't even have strings on it, but your Epiphone SG does. But you always have the strap on it because it needs a strap at all times so you can get it on quicker. I don't know, maybe you're in the basement of a radioactive plant or something. I don't know. I don't know what's glowing green. It worries me. But I back the guitar. And you know what? I have a fondness for the crate because my buddy Rob Scallon has made a living and a very nice career, and he started out on a crate. And that thing sounded good. The reverb was really, really great. But alas, I'm still going to give your rig 2.5 out of 5 beards. Whoa. Immediately my eye is drawn to the very hard to find John Petrucci Ibanez guitars that are flanking a John Petrucci Music Man. Couple of cool guitars. You have a PV Triple X. You have a Mesa Boogie Mark V with custom audio amplifiers, 212 cab. You know, this is pretty sick. The collider on the left-hand side, I'm gonna go ahead and forgive, because those Ibanez John Petrucci guitars, they're nasty. I can't even hate on that. It's so sick. I would love to have one of those. I wouldn't know what to do with it at all, but I would love to have one. This is cool. It's messy, but it's like, you know, you're in the middle of getting your stuff together, and I like that. And some vinyl. I love vinyl. I'm gonna go ahead and give this rig 3.5 out of 5 beards. This hurts my eyes. You know what? The gear, okay. EVH half stack is cool. PRS Archon, cool. You know, Kemper board, cool. Gibson Les Paul, cool. Why does your floor have to look like that? I'm gonna have a seizure. This should have come with a warning, a seizure warning. This floor is too much. I mean, it's cool, but it's too much. You need to spread more cables. You know what? In this particular scenario, I am glad your cable game is an absolute atrocity, because it at least covers some of that floor. You need to spread the cables around more to block more of that floor, because I have to look down at the pedal board. I'm gonna have a seizure. Also, it makes me miss my grandmother. 3.5 out of 5 beards. And that does it for this episode of Rate or Roast My Rig. If you have a rig that you would like rated and or roasted, feel free to send an email down below in the description. And with that, Bluff is out. If you liked the video you just watched, please consider subscribing. And if you want to further support me and what I do, consider using some of the affiliate links down below in the description of this video. Go on over to Sweetwater, buy yourself something, and help me out at the same time. It's a win-win for both of us.